In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to go about creating viral Instagram Reels that will, at long last, give you the exposure you've always wanted. Get that shit AI model that you created months ago out the gutter and finally start seeing some results. Now, if that interests you, which I know for a fact it does, stick around and watch the rest of the video. Good, now I have your attention. So there are multiple ways to go about doing this. The first thing we're going to have to do is have have an AI model that we already have, some sort of structured face, some sort of picture that's already been generated somewhere for the face that we're going to eventually face swap and then use as our model. Second thing is having a picture generated. Now, getting the picture, right, the picture that you're then going to turn into a video, doesn't really matter where you get it from. You could use it with the same compiler that we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Reel generator in Picasso AI. So that's what we're going to be doing for the video, which is basically a Kling 2.1 version. So you can also use Kling AI, like the main website. You can still use that. Me personally, I've just been on Picasso the whole time. My very second model that actually blew up. My first model that I tried went to shit. Second model that I created was actually very, very lucky in my opinion, because I posted 5 reels, finally blew up, and it was all Picasso created as far as the regular content was, face swapping, upscaling, etc. Most of the generations came from Sugar Labs, but a lot of them were Picasso, so I'd say it was kind of a Picasso / Sugar Labs hybrid for the main model that actually made me most of my money. Anyway, that's how I went about doing it. So today what we're going to be doing is figuring out where we're going to be making our pictures after we already use our LoRa. We have our AI model stored somewhere. At this point, if you guys have watched any of our videos or have some sort of a background in this whole AI OFM agency, whatever, this whole AI model bullshit, you should already have a LoRa, you should already have some sort of model that you're posting about, you may already have an Instagram, you already have the face. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna generate a picture, and then we're gonna face swap that picture, and then we're going to then create a video about that face swap picture. So without further ado, let's get into the computer, I'll show you how it's done. All right, so now we're gonna get into the actual important stuff. Now, before we fully begin, I just want to let you know one important thing, okay? Because this is just the basis of everything, and you need to understand. Once you understand this general formula, then the rest should just come very easy to you. Because I need you guys to understand, generally, making an AI model nowadays is not hard work. You don't need a brain for this shit anymore. You know, back in the day, I'd understand. Maybe even a year ago, I'd understand, because it was actually like somewhat challenging to find the right software and do the right things and get the right quality video. And it was just, you know, way just scaled down, marked down. It wasn't mainstream. It's still not mainstream today, but it wasn't really as talked about as it is today, which means all the technological developments of AI that came to this whole niche wasn't there to begin with back then. So back then it was a problem, but now it's a completely different story. But anyway, this is how you're going to have to think about it, okay? First thing, we have your LoRa already. So your AI model, whatever it is that you created, if you don't know how to make one, we've made videos on how to create models before. Scroll down, you'll see generally how to go about doing it. You can watch the video. And if you want detailed guides on how to properly do it, click the link down below, join the group, and you'll see everything. Like basically a A to Z guide with free prompt guides, and anything you just need to know is just there. Anyway, you have your LoRa created, okay? That's there. We have the face. They're going to face swap the pictures after. What we're going to do now is create a picture that we are then going to face swap into our model and then create a reel about. So generally, this whole process takes less than 10 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out a way to get the prompt. The best way to get the prompt, if you're not in the group, if you don't know how to prompt yourself, is to take a picture that you would like to emulate. Let's say you saw one of these Instagram models post this nice reel and you see her in a certain background. Go find a picture similar to that, take it, go to ChatGPT. You can even screenshot the reel, go to ChatGPT and then just ask it to give you a fully detailed written out prompt of the picture. You do that, you're gonna get a nice prompt. Then you can bring the prompt to whatever compiler you want to use. Now you can use Midjourney. Midjourney is actually decent. It's funny because it's not one of the main talked about ones, but you can definitely just get away with that. Just use Midjourney, because we're not going to be doing any NSFW anything. So most of the time, if it's just safe for work, everything's good on there. You can just make a picture on there, and everything should be generally free. If we are doing it properly, as I've been teaching, if you're a beginner and you know the way we've been going about it, since there's like 10 trillion different compilers that you can go about, the way I do it and the most centralized thing to do is to pick one platform that does it all. And in my opinion, Picasso does it all and does it very, very good. Like good enough for you to actually make money with an AI model. So if you did everything properly and you use Picasso, you can definitely scale a model from $4,000 to even $8,000 a month easily. Okay, so what we're going to do is get our prompt, which we already have. Everything's ready. I have the prompt here. And then we are going to generate the picture. So the prompt I have written out here, you guys can read it. I just, I already got this shit done out from the prompt vault. So got this, we're going to generate whatever the result will be. We will look into the rest. So our images have finally generated. These are the two images that we got. Now, looking at the quality, they're okay. That one is questionable, so we can't use that one. But this one right here, this one is totally fine. Like, we could work with this. Just, oh, look at the feet. Look at the feet. What happened on this? What happened on this? Nah. Sometimes when you generate it, these are things that just tend to happen. It could look decent, could look good, but then that shit happens. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go with a completely different prompt altogether. Okay, so let me fetch a prompt real quick. Actually, let me just use a prompt that I've used on one of my previous pictures here. Let's see what we got. Matter of fact, let's just use this one. Let's just use whatever this one is. So we're going to copy, okay, and paste it. We're going to regenerate some new pictures. And then I'll be right back, and then we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna leave this in the video just so you see the generation process, because sometimes you get good pictures, sometimes you have to generate it again. And I could have kept on generating, but because the type of the picture is showing her feet, then a lot of the times that could happen. So it could take me about close to 10 generations till I actually get a good one, and I don't want to waste too much time. So we're just gonna use a completely different prompt altogether and just generate a completely different reel. So once our picture is generated, okay, if we need to alter it, let's see. Okay, so we got our pictures, which is actually funny. It's really similar. It's supposed to be the same as the ones that we did. So let's say we're going to use this one right here. Okay, this one looks somewhat decent. Now, there's two options. If I think I should upscale it, then I'd click here, and then I just upscale the picture. But this one specifically doesn't really look like it needs that much upscaling to me anyway. And sometimes if you don't really need it upscale, don't waste your credits. Sometimes it's a good idea to just upscale regardless, just to have that extra realist touch, but sometimes you don't really need to do that, especially if it's for a reel. Most of the time, you just generate the picture instead of wasting more credits, upscaling, just generate it, take it, make the reel. So what we're going to do now, since the picture is nice, we have everything here, we are going to take this and then we're going to face swap it to our model, and then we are going to create the AI video. Now, face swapping is really easy. You go here and then you click. You can do it from here. You can face swap, or you can just go directly to the face swap, and then you just face swap whatever you want to face swap. You just put it in here, you put in the picture, and then you put in whatever it is you're going to face swap, and you're done. So we're not going to be doing that in today's video because I don't have a lore that we're going to be doing it for. So what we're just going to use whatever face this one got. So we're going to go to the AI image generator right here, and we're going to do to AI video, which is really convenient because you can just do it directly on this platform. And as I said, sometimes the compiler just being as nice and easy to access as it is, Picasso, of course, has everything. Face swapping, AI video generation integrated with Kling. You have all the things that you need. The upscaling is really good. Sometimes it's just nice to be focused as a beginner on one thing and just scale one model up, and then you can start, venturing out to different things. You can also go ahead and make sure you're following the strict formula. As long as you do that, everything should work completely fine. Doesn't really matter how you want to go about it. You could also do different processes on different websites. As long as you have your AI model and have the face, you generate whatever picture it is you want to create the content with on whatever platform, wherever it is, doesn't really matter. Get that picture, face swap it. Face swapping could be done here, could be done wherever. So the content generation could be done anywhere. The face swapping could be done anywhere. The upscaling could be done anywhere, as long as you do all these three things. And then you can then take all of that and then go and create your reel wherever it is that you'd like. The great thing here is that you can just do it all in one. You can create your image. You can then go and upscale your image. You can face swap your image, and then you can come and make a video out of your image, which is really nice. And all of the quality of everything is also really good. So now what we're going to do is make the video. So we're going to look in here. We got Kling 2.1. And what we're going to do is just prompt whatever it is we want the video to be doing. So in this one, for the sake of the example, these prompts don't even really need to be that detailed. You can go super in detail if you want. But generally, I just find that if I give it simple instructions and then I just let it be somewhat free, creative, it does a really good job for me. So what I'm gonna do, I want this to be a dancing video TikTok, let's say. Nice one of those reels where I can have her dance on a 5-second clip, and then I could put some sort of caption on it, some sort of attention-grabbing caption that's gonna get me most of my views. Let's say, I'm a 19-year-old Latina, and single. Are you? Some shit, whatever, random, just came to my brain right now. Whatever it is the trend is. So, want her dancing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, have the model. You don't have to put this in, but I just usually put this in. Have the girl, have the model look straight into the camera with a neutral face expression. Now, I usually say neutral face expression because with these generations, it's funny, but every time I ask them to smile, the smile looks robotic and the teeth aren't 100% normal. Like, it's something that you could work on and you can just generate it a few times, but you're wasting credits and it's not always going to work out well. So I just tend to have a closed mouth, have the mouth closed at all costs, closed mouth model looking directly at the camera. The blinking could be fine, but once they start opening their mouth, things start to look very AI. So neutral face expression usually just means closed mouth. They usually don't open their mouth at all. And then we're gonna say with a slight smirk, just like that. Nothing too crazy. And we're going to generate this and see what we get. Now the video generation actually tends to be a bit longer than the pictures, so we're not gonna wait throughout the whole thing. I'm just going to cut the video and then I'm gonna resume it when the video is ready, and then I'm gonna show you the results and show you how your reel is gonna look. All right, so it looks like the video finished generating. It actually took around 7 minutes on the dot actually, which is decent, it's somewhat nice. And it looks pretty good, it looks pretty good. So here is the result of the video that we got, okay? This is what it looks like. And this is the videos that you're gonna be generating. This is going to be a high quality reel that we can then use. You understand? This is how it looks. You generate it with the video compilers, you take it, you download it, put it on your phone, or you upload it to wherever. You can upload it through here, through your computer, download it to Google Drives to your phone. You can just transfer it to your phone somehow. Regardless, however you want it, you can log on to Picasso and then download it onto your phone and then post it on Instagram. Through your phone is usually always better. Through mobile data, through your phone generally, always do it through your phone. So yeah, this is how the reel would look. And then what we do now is we take this reel, we post it on Instagram, we put a nice little sound on it, we put some nice little captions on it according to whatever the trend is, and post it. And usually reels like this would do very well. And I'm also gonna show you one more thing. So when you come over to the AI video generator, okay, you have aspect ratio, which you're always gonna wanna pick the TikTok aspect ratio, which is usually what works on Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, all these short form platforms nowadays. It's 916, so it's gonna be this one. This one is for YouTube, this is for long form content on YouTube mostly, and this is an Instagram post. 1:1 is usually an Instagram post. So this is what the aspect ratio you're gonna always pick is gonna be. And for quality, always pick 1080p. You know, the higher the quality, the better the video. And the duration is up to you. You can pick 5 and then just waste less credits, or 10 seconds, waste a bit more credits, and have a longer video. I always do 10 seconds, and then worst case scenario, I cut it down because I think it's always better to have a bit more and work with more and then cut out what I don't want rather than have something short. And also the longer clips usually tend to do better, but that's just completely up to you. I just wanted to show you how it's done, and we're gonna look over the result again. As you can see, it's pretty good. And if you really wanted to, you could also take this entire video right now as it is and go upscale it, okay? If it doesn't look good to you, you could take the entire video, go upscale it, and you'd have an even better video, all right? That's how awesome this is, and it doesn't take a very long time. The only thing that really takes a long time is the generations themselves, because you have to wait a few minutes. And if you have a better computer than mine, which trust me is really not hard at all, if you have a better computer, maybe it'll even be faster. I just have a shit computer. I've always used it on my shit laptop, and that's why I don't even know how it feels to have these videos generated in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You understand? So now that I've shown you from A to Z, from step one all the way to the end, how to create a reel. You know, a lot of people have been asking me this question. A lot of people have been asking me on DMs on Instagram, asking me random Telegram questions, just telling me, how do you go about creating reels? Because they know that reels is where it's at. People know that reels is where most of the engagement comes from. Most of your subs, most of your fan view PPV subs are going to be coming from reel traffic, because that's where most of the engagement comes from nowadays, especially in this whole AI model and, you know, hot girl niche on the internet in general. That's where most of the traffic is. So of course you're gonna want to know how to make good quality reels so that you can also attract that traffic over to you, because pictures are nice, but they do not generate real traffic. Real traffic is real traffic. Okay, that's some special shit. And also the nice thing about reels is you can also make it and then just post that on your threads as well. So you have pictures that you post on threads, you have the, you know, random rage bait posts that you post on threads, and you also have the reels that you post that you can also post on threads and get that additional engagement, because the more you post, the better it is. And if you want my thread strategy, if you want to learn how to do everything more in depth, obviously you have the link down below. Click it, look through everything, and you will learn shit that's just gonna make this business 10 times easier on you. Done for you everything. Chat scripts for PPVs. If you want to chat and you don't have the energy to actually sit there and think of your script, we got done for you scripts. We got done for you prompts. You don't want to learn how to do prompts. You don't want to go to ChatGPT and get the prompts. We have a prompt vault. We have everything. Done for you, basically everything. Just making this shit easy as hell. So if you want that, just go down, look through, and we're here for you, okay? We are here for you. Hopefully this video is of assistance. All that really matters in this business is dedication. Motivation is ass. Nobody cares about motivation. Dedication. Just keep showing up, keep producing the content, keep doing the content research and seeing the type of content that you want to produce. Come, generate this shit. Follow the steps that I told you, and I'm going to go over it one last time. I know I'm stressing it at this point, but it's just important. Have the model face ready. Have the picture. Generate the picture. I don't care where you do it. Usually it's better to do it in one platform. Picasso, you generate the picture. You then upscale it if you need to. Take whatever the result is. If you needed to upscale it, take the upscale result. If you don't, take the regular picture, make a video out of that picture, make a reel out of that picture. You saw how you go about the prompts. You don't need to make it overcomplicated. If you overcomplicate things, sometimes it's not very good. Sometimes in my opinion, actually, I've actually done this a lot of times. Sometimes give it a simple prompt, let it be creative, and you'll see that you get really good results. Just make sure the mouth is closed, and you should be fine. Everything should work out for you. Do that, you're gonna have infinite reels and infinite engagement, and in turn, infinite fan view subs. Anyway, catch you guys on the next video.